Right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. She-Hulk Attorney at Law. We've got the budget. And I just want to remind everyone, this was the critic and fan reception for She-Hulk Attorney at Law. So when we get to the budget, just remember this. 32% average audience score. 32%, ladies and gents. Just remember this number when you get the shocking figures for the budget. And it is actually truly shocking, quite frankly. We'll look a little bit more at these as well. Because this is the MCU downfall, quite frankly. So this was part of a Variety article, which I covered yesterday, but I covered predominantly from the angle of Blade and also the Marvels. There was a lot more information in there. And so I'm going to cover it in, obviously, these kind of separate videos. It would have been way too long to cover in one video. And when I know that my average audience retention is not that long, I'm not going to be covering a huge half-hour video. Let's put it that way. So hit subscribe if you're new here. And turn the bell notifications on. Give the video a like. My voice is a little bit off today. I am very, very sick. But anyway, this was again all part of this article on Variety. Crisis at Marvel. Jonathan Major's backup plans. The Marvels reshoots. Reviving original Avengers and more issues revealed. Hilariously, this actually just confirms things we've been saying for about a year now. So finally, mainstream media catches up. I remember doing a video, it would have been last year, on Blade, saying that the rumour is it's going to be female-led and it will be his daughter, a passing of the torch. Oh, and then, lo and behold, this article has that confirmed. So, you know, you can trust mainstream media to get there eventually, but fucking hell are they slow. So, anyway, the She-Hulk Attorney at Law. Let's get to this, shall we? So, some of the backlash aimed at She-Hulk Attorney at Law appears to have been a result of the titular hero being she. This is this article. It's not the case. Everyone loves She-Hulk, actually. That's really not the case. It wasn't that she was a she. She's a very well-liked character. However, there are also some valid complaints about the quality of the Disney Plus TV show's visual effects, particularly in the second half of the season. So, Variety's article sheds new light on what went wrong, revealing that Disney CEO Bob Iger was apoplectic about Marvel Studios' widespread VFX troubles upon his return to the company. And we say this, that was at least part of the reason Victoria Alonso ended up being fired, with Disney, and I quote, incensed that quality control on its Marvel productions was plummeting, particularly on the ever-expanding TV front. You had no quality control on anything. I mean, half the issue, which you'll find out, is that they would rather spend more money correcting things in post-production, you know, VFX-wise and edit bay-wise, than spend the money hiring writers and putting stuff on paper. It's bizarre. Now, again, they keep using this as an excuse, the pandemic. Honestly, you're jokers. You're jokers for that. So the trade reveals, Variety reveals, that many final effects for both She-Hulk and WandaVision were added after their respective streaming debuts. Sorry, what? So you released the first episode, and you're still doing VFX. Holy shit. And while much of the blame continues to be laid on Alonso's feet, it seems that the issues run deeper than that. This is the thing. Yeah, Victoria Alonso definitely dropped the ball. Like, absolutely. But you also have script issues. You have this. A lack of oversight on script development has caused a lost list of problems, including a last-minute decision to shift She-Hulk's origin story from the 8th episode to the premiere. Why on earth? What? You'd think, and this is what, when we had Daredevil Born Again scrapped, and their excuse was, oh hey, you know, the strike has given us time to have a look at the footage. So we've had a look at the footage and, yeah, no, we want to scrap it. I said at that point, you are absolutely, you're high as a kite. You're smoking meth or something, seriously. Because at the end of the day, you'd know if you were looking at the dailies, for starters. You'd be like, yeah, this isn't working, we need to change it. But also, perhaps more egregious to all of that, is the fact that this passed script development. You handed in scripts and it got approved and you were given a budget. And oh my god, that budget. That budget. So we have this again on the VFX, right? The so-called bad VFX we see was because of half-baked scripts. An unnamed person involved with the show, tells the site. This is not Victoria, this is Kevin. And even above Kevin. Those issues should be addressed in pre-production. Yes, they should. The timeline is not allowing the Marvel executives to sit with the material. Yeah, you're rushing out shit. Oh, sorry. All this had done little to help Marvel Studios' bottom line, with an episode of She-Hulk costing as much as $25 million. $25 million, ladies and gentlemen, for 32% on Rotten Tomatoes. Now again, Rotten Tomatoes isn't a great metric to work with, but it's a quick barometer of what people are thinking. And 32% is shithouse. Hilariously, though, that is significantly more than an episode of Game of Thrones during its final season, for example. Because I remember when they released Game of Thrones, people were like, yeah, it's $10 million an episode, or something like that, I think it was. And people were like, wow, that's insane. But you looked at those episodes and you're like, you know what? I can see that on screen. I can see that $10 million on screen. $25 million? Sorry, I just blew your ears out then. $25 million for this shite? What on earth are you doing? How? How does it cost you $25 million? $25 million, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, that is absolutely staggering. Apparently, I can't look at the reviews. What the fuck is going on? Well, I said, let me look at the reviews. How bizarre. Apparently, I can't. I was going to look at the reviews. Why wouldn't let me look at the reviews? Anyway, $25 million, guys. $25 million. Because apparently what they do is they just have a conceptual idea. And then they go, yeah, there you go. There's all the money in the world. There's all the money. The very fact that this costs more than Game of Thrones. And in fairness as well, probably looks, the same as budget-wise would be like the House of the Dragon, for instance. I mean, those episodes look so good by comparison. She-Hulk is just... It's just beyond me. It's absolutely beyond me. So anyway, as I've managed to hold my voice together and not coughed and spluttered all over the place, I'm going to go now and cough. But let me know your thoughts down below. MCU and Kevin Feige is being exposed as a complete... it's just a joke, isn't it, quite frankly?